Latina. We're here at Harvard Medical School. Never would I imagine that I get to do an interview right here. But with us, we have Tyrone Rodriguez, correct?
Correct.
And he is going to tell us about his own personal story of becoming a dentist, but not just any kind of dentist. He's very passionate about what he does. So, Tyrone, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And now tell me, tell me actually a little bit about yourself. You were very active and passionate in this meeting. You bring a lot to the table. So what makes you who you are?
I think a variety of things. I'm the first generation in my family to get to higher education and go through college.
What's your Hispanic background?
My family's from Colombia.
Okay.
And one of the things that's unique to me is I didn't go into dentistry right out of college. I was a school teacher for 5 years, and I was a researcher 2 years before that.
Wow. Okay, so very kind of different interests, but it kind of brings you to being a pediatric dentist today.
Yes, it gives me a different perspective, and the fact that I did a lot of my student teaching with elementary children, even though I was a high school science teacher, was one of the motivations to get back into that aspect because I saw the huge needs and disparities of that population.
Actually, yeah, I wanted to ask you, what is it that makes you want to serve in this capacity at a national organization, which is the Hispanic Dental Association?
I think the Hispanic Dental Association is unique in several ways as far as organized dentistry goes. It's the only association that I'm fully aware of that has a universal acceptance where anybody can be a member. It's not restricted to just dentists, but it's open to dental professionals, and in that capacity we've had leaders that have been non-dentists, which makes it unique. The other thing is that it serves a community that's near and dear to my heart because of my background, and one of the segments most impacted in that community is children. Because of my own 3 children and my desire to go ahead and just make a difference.
Cool. Now, what was your biggest hurdle that you had to overcome to get to where you are today?
I think the biggest hurdle for anyone is the idea of what the future holds. The idea that this is an association that if you have dreams, if you have passions, it's an association that embraces you with mentorship, with opportunity. So I think that some of the hurdles for me have been made a lot shorter, a lot smaller, and a lot less imposing because of the Hispanic Dental Association and what it's had to offer.
Yeah, definitely. If you could give Latino youth who might be considering dentistry as a career, what would you say to them?
I could be really cliche and say, si se puede, but I think the reality is that it's an excellent opportunity to go ahead and impact the lives of people. Dentistry now is understood more than just the old mindset of drilling, filling, and pulling teeth to really being a part of overall health. You can't have a healthy person without understanding the complexities of the mouth, and more importantly, knowing that it's tied into so many other parts of the body, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, cancer, effects on pregnancy. So the idea of dentistry being something that's just very technical, to me, really takes a deeper appreciation now because of the fact that it can make a difference in health, it can make a difference in socially, and more importantly, the first thing we realize when we meet someone is their smile.
Mm-hmm. And give me, just before we go, one specific moment that you remember in your career as a dentist where you were like, this is what I live for, this is why I love being a dentist.
Wow, there's so many to go ahead and pick from, but I think one moment that stands out in my mind was a little boy that had gone 5 years without seeing a dentist. It was the first time that he had ever seen anybody to have actually a tooth removed. And this boy hadn't slept well in weeks, hadn't eaten well in days, and was really, you could see the suffering and anguish on his face. And eventually, with the techniques that I'm trained in doing, we helped him, we got the tooth out, he was pain-free, and he made a drawing for me.
Aww, that's awesome. I'm sure you have that.
It's on my wall in the office, and it says Best Dentist on it.
That's sweet. Thank you so much for joining us, and wish you the best.
Great, thank you.